So one of the least used tiles I see on TrackMan is launch direction. Great for knowing start point, which obviously massively important for moving the ball a certain direction or keeping it online. Now, I've got the target line is this white stick down here. The red stick to the right of that, I've got about a 4-degree angle, which roughly is about 20 centimeters at that distance next to the target line. The reason I use 4 degrees is if you hit it in a straight line, like a straight push, which I'll try and do here, and it stays with a launch of 4, and it stays on that line, a straight push, that's about scratch average dispersion. Yeah, so good golf. Same with the pull. If you pull it 4 degrees left, straight line, scratch average dispersion. So when you start to use this to, let's say you hook the golf ball, so my bad shot goes left, I'm just going to try and start the ball down the right-hand side. Now, when you practice this, let's say you do hook the golf ball, round one, and if you slice it, you do the same thing the other way. You try and turn your slice into a fade and just change or push slice it and change your club face from lessons that we would have worked on something technically. So I'm going to try and push this to the right. So round one is at least start the ball to the right. Now, if it becomes a bit of a push fade and leaks more right, for this round it doesn't matter. We're looking for just a positive number on that launch direction. Which stays, so started right, it's going to move more right, so big miss. So that'd be round one. And do that 2 or 3 times, just start it there. Now, bear in mind I miss it left normally. My next one's going to be start it right, bring it back, but not allowed to cross the target lines. But for my regular setup, can I bring this one slightly back to the target? So there we go. Or hold its linelets. So started slightly right, and there you go. We'll call that like a small push. Now that distance there, or regardless of distance, that's moved a little bit to the right, didn't come back, but it's sort of a block, 40 foot right, it's probably missing the green. But at that distance, which was 170-ish yards, at that distance, probably just outside or about scratch average. It's not moved a great deal to the right. So I don't mind that as a miss to me because my bad shots left, and that small push completely fine if I know that's happening. And then you can play the other way around. If you know that you're blocking the golf ball, or you hit a push slice, that type of thing, can you get the ball to cross the target line, but start it to the right? So on the first one, you can definitely overhook this. So started right, moving back, and it's just come back a little bit. Now again, I would absolutely take that on the golf course, but it has crossed the target line, which is what we're trying to do. So just by looking at that launch direction, on all 3 of those, I've actually started in the right place, which is better for me, where my normal miss would be starting it left. And again, you can do that whether it's a fade or a draw. When I send this through to you, you'll have your own notes down the bottom on Skillist of what you're trying to achieve. But you can definitely go through the levels with this one. Just start with initial launch direction, then look to bring it back, hit it straight, anything you want to do. But not a bad way of measuring, and even something you can take to the golf course because it's a bit more external. Certainly go over measuring how good you are at club face control and at least starting the ball in the right place.